shopping on that. Okay, that image that you see right there, I feel like so many of us know what it's like to be frustrated with extension cords. We know all the tangling. We know how it is not an easy thing to be able to have undone. Then when you mix that up with being able to put your couch up against the wall, if you've got that big giant mess, you just can't. Like, it's just not gonna be able to happen. That's where Globe Electric comes in. They created a twin extension cord that has a 6-foot extension to the left and a 6-foot extension to the right, which gives you, in all, 6 total outlets. That's perfect for anybody who has a plug behind the bed that otherwise you just ignore or you lose. Now you could have advantage of be able to take advantage of it. It works so well if you have a couch and you want to have plugs on either end of it. Think about the holiday decor that maybe you just put up. Next year you're going to be able to make it so easy. This side and this side, all is being put in to just one plug. Now, otherwise, all of these would be eaten up here by the individual plugs. Instead, you take up one on the wall, and then you've got 3 on the left, 3 on the right. Sale price today is $27.98. It is going to be on an easy payment plan of just $5.60 to bring this home. Kylie Watts brings this and so many other solutions to us.
Hello, here, grab
Kylie, thank you so much. Are we jumping rope? Is that what we're doing?
No. Yeah. I mean, I guess technically you could.
You could.
I wouldn't want to be whacked.
Probably don't want to.
But
look at how big this is.
I know. And as you said, it plugs in the center and creates identical extension cords on each side. So if you've got that bed, if you've got the couch, all of those things, and you want to plug in multiple things, but you're like, I only have one outlet. Now we're creating 6 spaces simply by plugging one thing in, and you've got polarized outlets right here, 1 on the front and 2 on the back side. So any household items like lamps, humidifiers, fans, your devices you want to charge up, can do it all with this.
I have never seen anything like this before.
Isn't it cool?
And oh my gosh, do I wish I had it, because we have a king size bed.
Yeah.
And then we have plugs on the right and plugs on the left of them.
Yeah.
To be able to have this in that one plug that's like in the middle that ends up just getting buried by the bed now frees up those other cables. And for us, I'm charging my Apple Watch, I'm charging my Ultra Human Ring, I'm charging my phone, I'm charging my iPad, my laptop is there. We need more plugs. I don't think there's any home in America that has said, no, I've got plenty. I have all the plugs I need.
All the plugs in the world.
We always need more. And this is a really unique and different take on your traditional extension cable. Where did the idea come from?
Well, it came from Globe Electric, which we know here as the creative energy folks. They started in 1932, and as you just saw in that video, we've all kind of fumbled behind the couch or the bed, as you spoke of, with that old school kind of extension cord. A lot of them will bend, which is totally a fire hazard, or not give you enough power, right? So this is going to give you that power to both sides. So to your point, at the bed, that's where it really shines, because you've got multiple sides, right? Maybe you've got the end tables and the lamps. It's great in the office. It's great in the living rooms. This is great in the kitchen. And again, it's all for your kind of everyday household items. You're not plugging a refrigerator into this.
Got it. Okay.
Because it's
and
not
it's
a grounded outlet. Exactly. Yep. And it's for indoor use only. But it's amazing because it really does solve a problem that I think everybody experiences.
Do you have somebody who maybe is home for the holidays from school?
Yeah.
And they're going to be back in the dorm room? This is perfect for that, because it gives them cables on either end.
Yeah.
Think about, like, my brothers growing up, we had bunk beds. To take up one wall outlet, this one can go 6 foot to the top, so you could charge your phone right up there. One is towards the bottom. It's great for your kids in that instance.
Yeah.
Think about the holiday lights. Were you frustrated at all getting any holiday lights up? That's actually targeted towards you, because I just drove by your house. I think it was yesterday.
Oh my God, why did you text me?
Well, I was going by, and all of a sudden, I saw this house with a whole bunch of Christmas lights, and I was like, I know who lives there. I wasn't planning. I like all of a sudden realized you were there. But anyway, when it comes to the holiday decorating, how much easier would this have made your life? Bring it home today. You're going to use it throughout the year for multiple reasons, but when you take it out for decorating, maybe bring home 2. One that you put in that box as you put everything away where you keep your holiday lights, and then use it here. I love that it only takes up 1 plug, though.
Same. And you can see right here, because you get that set of 2, you could stack them on there. So if you've got that one outlet and you want to create 12 spots, you literally can plug the 2 things in and create 12 little outlets.
Can I tell you that you just said set of 2, and I thought this was only 1.
Oh no, you get 2.
Now $27.98 for two?
Yeah.
$14 each? I was willing to pay $27.98 just for one of them because of how big of a solution is.
It's
Kylie,
good.
I obviously did not do my homework well enough here on this, that this was two. I completely missed that there's two of them. This is probably why it sold out in its debut.
Yes, it did.
It's why there's 15 5-star reviews on this. So I love that you are getting two. Then yes, put one in the box for holiday and then have one out year round as well. Where would you be using this?
So I use it all over the place. In my bedroom is one for sure that we have, because we've got the end tables with the little lamps like this too. My house, Justin, I think as you probably know, was built literally almost 200 years ago.
your older house.
So there is like no electrical outlets in there. So in the living room, it's great for behind the couch too, because you plug one thing in and it's designed to be flat. So even if you look at it on the outlet board that we have right here, this is a really good shot to kind of illustrate that. You can stack two and create multiple spaces, because remember, plug one thing in, turns it into 6, but it's flat, so any furniture that has to go against it, your couches, your beds, it was designed for that, and it's part of the designer series from Globe. So you see it's kind of that braided, much prettier kind of extension cord.
And keeps it sturdier too,
Keeps
which is
it
better
sturdier.
too. I'm thinking about in my living room, I have a big hutch and there's like probably about 8 different cabinets to the front of it.
Yeah.
And it's underneath, they have an 86-inch TV, it sits right underneath
Grab the
that.
end again too, so everybody can see how long it is.
So if I put this one plug, I can have this in the hutch actually fished into the back into one cabinet. We did that with one. It's just one extension cord that goes in there, but it became the charging cabinet. Because then when we're charging our devices, we hide it all on the inside of it.
Yeah.
You could have this hidden on one and then on the other side of the cabinet too. So maybe one does become that little charging hub for you, but the other one is where you're putting in that TV cable box and you're plugging your TV. Maybe it's the spot in which you're plugging in a lamp that sits on the top of it. It gives you the ability to have so much versatility because of its length, but also because it's freeing up so much space. Only one plug, one 2-prong outlet is going to give you 6 2-prong outlets. That's a pretty good trade-off.
And because you get the set of 2, it's like having 12.
It's like having 12. Exactly.
Through. And you saw right there in that video kind of that before and after that she had. We've all struggled with that traditional extension cord, and it's a wonder that it took so long for anybody to actually create a twin extension cord and kind of duplicate those extensions on the left and the right. It's really awesome like that. And you know, for me, I love the fact that, you know, again, because we don't have enough outlet spaces, that you're just plugging one thing in, you're creating so much more space. Because even if you have a lot of outlets, there's always that one in the house that we use. And a good little pro tip too, hold that end where you plug it in. You can feed them both to one side. So if it is that office, and you don't have to use it just directly across, if you just want to keep all 6 in that same kind of central area, maybe it's a Christmas village that you plugged in for the holiday season that's got a lot of plugs, you can take them all to one side too.
Or, because it's a set of 2, maybe one side is going and putting 6 prongs on the left and one's putting 6 prongs on the right. And all you're doing is taking up 2 prongs, and that is it. This is $14 each today. It's an easy payment plan of $5.60. I think about an RV, for example, and I bring up an RV so much because my in-laws have one.
Oh, cool.
And typically when you have something like that, there's the compromise of, well, I'm just not gonna have this, I'm just not gonna have this. This takes up such little space, valuable plug space, especially in that RV, but allows for you to maybe run the cable along the back end of the couch to one end and then the other to the other. This is fantastic for so many reasons. A craft table to be able to have this so that if you are like my neighbor who invites, she turned her basement to a craft basement and invites her friends over, you can have this split up so that if the hot glue gun is out, or if you want to have like an OT light so you can see things better, you certainly can. This really gives you so many options. You're getting 2 of these, so 12 additional plugs in total because you've got 3 outlets on each end, and all it would take up is just 1 outlet, but give you the ability to have 24 feet in total length of extension for that set of 2, $14 each, and on an easy payment plan of $5.60. Thanks so much, Kylie.
Most importantly, what was your favorite Christmas? I didn't hear the verdict. Did we